What's up, everybody? Let me talk to you for a couple minutes on fertilizer, so you know the difference. You know what you're looking at too when you go in there. All right. See that 13, 13, 13, 13, 0, 0. Okay. These numbers represent is letters NPK. Remember the periodic table. So NPK stands for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, right? So in that order, that's what that means. That's nitrogen 13, phosphorus 13, and potassium 13. Okay? In that order. Now, I'm 1300. So that'll help you determining what fertilizer you want is based off like what you're growing. Like heavy feeding plants like corn and peppers and tomatoes, they want like a higher nitrogen. See how that one like 13 and 0, 0? This blood meal is also a slow releasing fertilizer. That means it'll feed the plant slower than this one. This one right here give it a big boost real quick, but probably about every 5 or 6 weeks you got to go out there and redo this one, right? This one this probably take you all the way through a season if you once you put it down in there, depending on what vegetable or fruit you're growing, right? So when you start getting into all that, you'll know which vegetables and stuff that you're growing. You'll know if you want to fine tune your fertilizer, you'll know which ones you want to go with. You want some with a little more potassium, you want some with a little more nitrogen. That's what I'm saying. But remember that them numbers in that order, the order is what matters. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Now these are not organic fertilizers, okay? They're not organic. I'll do a video on that. I'll show you the difference. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. That's why I'm gonna have to do another video. I don't want to keep I don't want to make the video too long. But that's a basic, guideline for fertilizing. Now, unfortunately, for several different reasons, sometimes you have to boost your yields, your bountifulness. You just have to use some fertilizer sometimes until you get your soil up to par organically. Or let's say naturally. Let's don't use the word organic. Let's say naturally, right? Meaning with real stuff. But I'll show you that in another video. It'll take another few minutes. So, but definitely put some fertilizer down, man. Unless you already, like I'm saying, if you already into this and you test your soil and you know what you planting, Gucci. But there's some fertilizers, they're not all bad. They ain't the crop dusting kind. Okay, these are more small gardener friendly. Okay, and it will help boost your your bounty. Okay, that's everything, right? Yeah. So that's just a little quick little shout out on fertilizer. I'll catch y'all next one.